Yep, just good evening everybody and welcome to the Down Under Mastermind call for the 31st of July. Tonight we're going to talk about the SEO Yoast tool. So if I go to my blog post here, my website here, and it's a plugin. So where are we? Plugins. Add new. And if I type in, do a search for that.
Mom.
Who's that? There, that's better. Actually, I had it before. Oh, it's down here. That one there, WordPress SEO by Yoast. Click install now. Activate plugin. And where are we? And then if we go SEO dashboard, we're now into the dashboard of the Yoast plugin, and you've got lots of different things you can do in here. Your WordMaster tools, that gets you verified on your different sites like Bing and Google and Pinterest and Yandex, Webmaster Tools and Alexa. And if you click on each one, it will give you instructions on how to do it. Enter the URL of your site. Where are we? If I go back, not there. Copy my URL. I can't remember. Anyway, it's just a matter, if you haven't got an account, you can go through and set one up. I've got one, I just can't remember the password at the moment, so we'll forget about that. But you can do it with each of those. Just click on the link and follow the instructions, and it's fairly simple to do. The other thing you can do is the SEO on your blog posts. So if I go to Down Under Marketing, which is already installed, and go to the dashboard, you see I've already got those links in there. The reason I haven't got Pinterest in there is because actually we can put our Pinterest account on, can't we, Sandra? Anyway, that's all done. If I now go to a post, I will show you how we can. What it does is.
What is that Yandex Webmaster tool?
The what?
Robin?
This plugin that.
What is that last one? That is Yandex Webmaster tool.
The Yandex. That's I'm not sure what that one is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not seeing that person.
It's another site. You know, you've got Bing, and it's worth being on anyway. I'm not sure what it does. I've never visited the site
Okay.
except to get the put the key on there. But I guess it helps with your optimization. But anyway, the SOE, if you look down here, you can tell the site blog posts that have been optimized. The little button there goes green, and if we look down here, this one hasn't been optimized at all, and we've got one that's yellow. And if I try this one, this is a blog post I did before we actually did the tool. So if I edit that, we can then come down here. We have keyword focus, or focus keyword. So if I copy the title of the blog, and article, we now go check, and we're in the red. And if we look general, it has page things that we can do. So we start with our page URL. Oh, we've got that. Page title. Maybe if I get rid of the capital letters, or we can put Control V. See what that does. That should, page title, page URL is no. So if we go edit that, because it didn't put the your in there, we need to update. And we've all of a sudden gone green by just making a few changes. And then we can type in a meta tag as well, which will then get rid of that one. Go, and I paste that in there. Update. And we now have it all done, which is now good for SOE. And that's how easy it is. But when you're writing a blog, I mean, because I'd written the blog already and I was aware of SOEs, I would be putting advertise your business through the blog post. So that made it easy. So it was just a matter of putting the focus keyword in the focus box, and then going through and finding out what else was wrong and sorting that out. And we can also put, I've got it in there already, tags for the blog, which is separate from the SOE thing. It just pays to put some tags down in here, like I've got advertise, advertising, and advertise your business, which helps you get ranked. And that's that one done. What else have we got in here? You can add your like put your Facebook URL. Where are we? Fan page. Have you done this before, Sandra? You're ignoring me.
Done what?
This section.
No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm here. I was just muted.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I've done that complete section.
You know how to do it then?
Well, yeah, you just
Just fill in the blanks.
start with your Google. It'll be easier to explain if you hit your Google section there. So that there is your Google publisher page. So whichever Google URL you want to put on there, you'll get your Google page, like if it's your personal profile or your business page or whatever. Usually what I suggest is if you have a website, I suggest you have a Google business page that is set up with the same name as your website, and then go to that business page and copy the URL just like Robbie did with the Facebook one and post it into the Google plus there, and at least get the Google one happening.
Pages.
Have an echo somewhere.
I'm just going to get our one from...
Abby, can you mute? And yeah, so you start with your Google Plus one, save changes, and yeah, at least get your Google Plus one on there. The reason why I'm steering them towards Google Plus, Robbie, is because
you get better results.
You do get better results because you're ranking yourself in the search engines. Google Plus is recognized by the search engines. It's also recognized by the Bing search engines. It's recognized by Safari search engine. It's recognized by all your browser, like all your search engines. So I prefer to see them get their Google Plus done and, you know, not really stress about the Facebook.
Yeah.
Because unless you're actually going into Facebook and you're going to set up a Facebook business page and you're actually going to sink some money into Facebook advertising, I really don't think that it's overly necessary to worry about Facebook.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would, for beginners, I would consider that you do, even for, you know, you're more experienced, I would consider that you do your Google Plus first, because your Google Plus page can be linked to your website. You can name your Google Plus business page the same as your website, and you can link them together. Your Google Analytics will automatically be set up as well, which will run your insights between your ranking on Google Plus. And if you put your Google Plus link into your SEO tool, that's an extra link as well. And it will really, for beginners, it really gets them out there on the internet and up and found a lot quicker than what a Facebook fan page will. And for free as well. Your XML sitemap, that's something you need to do as well. Once you've got this installed on your website, you don't need to change any of the boxes there. You just tick the ones that you see here that Robbie's got ticked, and
do we want to ping Yahoo?
Well, yeah, ping Yahoo. You can. I wouldn't ping ask.com, only because I have spoken to a few serious internet marketers who have been around for quite some time and some computer hackers, and pinging ask.com can come with your actual site getting, slammed with hack bots and things.
Yeah.
Which isn't good for your website if that shows up with Google. So I don't suggest that you tick your ping ask.com, just your ping Yahoo. Once you have that selected, you click XML. You click the XML sitemap, and that will create a sitemap for your website. What a sitemap does for your website is it adds extra clout and authority to your website. Any website without a sitemap created, and there's your sitemap. See these links here? These XML sitemap links, you can copy those. You can go to your Google Analytics board, and you can index those pages in your Google Analytics. So basically, you're encouraging the Google robots to go over your website on a more frequent basis, which also helps with your ranking. These are also the links that you can use for RSS feeds and for when you're working in Aweber to broadcast your blog, when you're trying to sync Aweber up with your website so you can broadcast your blog. You can also use these links from your sitemap.
All right. So
two of the most important things would be your Google Plus page and your sitemaps once you've got your tool up and activated.
Permalinks.
Well, you can pretty much do permalinks on your WordPress website itself, Robbie. So, and it's probably better to use your permalinks.
Yeah,
settings.
It's
probably
here.
better off to down under media. Yeah.
So under that,
you're in general settings.
Oh, general, are you?
You scroll down to permalinks.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd done it, but
you're better off. Yeah.
So
this will be more simpler for beginners to use the permalink settings in here.
So you can have it either post name or custom structure. Post name or custom structure in here. I normally go with post name, but custom is basically the same. It just means that when you're posting, you come up with the name, or it picks up your URL, which is down under marketing.com, and then it will have the post name in there. So on the last example, it was advertise your business. So it would be down under marketing.com/advertise your business. And that way that's actually related to the post. It also is good for SOE. I was talking to, who was it? Neen today, I think, and she had it date and time. So she was getting this one up here, which had like down under marketing.com 2014, or the date and then the post name, which makes your link longer. So you get rid of that by just going post name. That makes it a lot tidier and it looks neater as well. But if we go back to, we were up to external links, wasn't it? External links. Do we need to enable breadcrumbs?
That's more advanced stuff.
Don't worry about it.
For this, yeah, for beginners, I wouldn't worry about it. For you more advanced guys, even for beginners, you can actually there are actually help videos in Yoast, at the Yoast site. You can, any of those banners on the right-hand side there, if you click on one of those banners, it will take you to their main site, and you can find help videos on their tools here that will walk you through how to use them. So I actually set up an account with SEO Yoast when I installed it in my plugin. I actually set up my account so I have a username and a password, so I could get into all the tutorial training videos in the back office. But that was because I'm also thinking about upgrading and purchasing, some of their other plugins that they have.
All right. Yep. And
click on your RSS feed, and that's where you'll set up your RSS. So you see that content to pull after each post. There is a very good walkthrough tutorial in Yoast on the main website about that, but you know that sitemap that I was telling you about?
Yep.
They're the type of links that you'll put in here. You'll copy and paste those links and put them in here.
so if we go to our sitemap link, where did we have that? So if we copy that there.
Is that your blog one? You just want
Categories,
just
pay,
post.
the post one at the top.
Yeah, posts, yeah.
So if we copy that and we go back to RSS and post that in there, is it?
See where it says content to put,
Before each, yep.
And you can save your changes and you're on the way to setting up your RSS there.
And then you'd have to go to your Aweber and link it in there.
Yes.
Yeah. Import and export we don't need to worry about, do we? That looks more advanced. Bulk title, edit.
Yeah, they're a lot more advanced tools.
Yeah.
You really only need the basics when you're starting out for beginners. So just your social, your XML sitemaps, RSS.
Yeah. And that's about it, isn't it? That we have to worry about.
Yeah, I would stick with just the basics and how you use the SEO tool mainly, and set it up with your webmaster, link it with your webmaster and Alexa and Yandex and stuff like that.
Yeah. Which was under there. And if you follow the instructions on there, it's quite easy because, yeah. Do we have any questions?
Robbie?
Yeah.
Robbie? Yeah, Robbie Sabine. Can you show me RSS again?
The which one?
RSS.
RSS. Well, if we went back to our XML sitemap and get the XML sitemap up there, click on that. For the RSS, we take the top one, which is the Down Under Marketing / post sitemap. Copy that, which is it. Oh, that's playing games on me. Go that way.
The first one.
Yeah.
The first link.
Yeah, go Control C, then we go back to our RSS feed, and we post it in that top box there.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is getting recorded anyway, so and I'll have the link up on our page over the weekend. So if you want to go over it in slow time, it's just follow through this video, and then you can pause it and do what we're covering, and then move on.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions?
Second one is that content, like after HTML, you have to do that.
The what?
Put after each post HTML allowed. That is in RSS only, the second one.
I didn't catch that.
Content to put after each post HTML allowed.
That was already there.
Okay, that's already there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that thanks. Thanks.
So that's our SOE Yoast and how to set it up. And it's a cool tool, so I recommend that you all do it.
Well, I highly recommend it because it's easy for beginners
Yeah.
to use, and you know they don't even have to do everything that you've done tonight. You know, just installing the tool and setting up their webmaster tools.
Yeah.
For starters, is
these
a
ones
starting
here.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. And then learning how to use the SEO on their blog posts is another important factor of the tool. You know, and I mean all the more advanced things, and clicking on XML sitemap. Well, yeah, this is one of the easiest tools to create a sitemap for your website. That you'll find a lot of them are more complicated and can be quite hard to use, frustrating, and you can pull your hair out. Trust me, I know, because I only came across this tool at the beginning of the year, and at the beginning of last year when I was setting up a website, I used another plugin for a Google sitemap, and it near drove me crazy. It was, it was a plugin. It was supposed to make life more simpler, and I still had to go and find markup values and Google Analytics tags and codes and all this other stuff. And yeah, I virtually was, I've lost probably, half a brick wall outside because I was getting so frustrated trying to do all this stuff. So, but yeah, then I come across this one. This one was suggested by Guy and Alana Bergman.
Yeah.
And I installed it and started playing around with it. And like I said, quite often I'll click on I'll go over to the main site of the Yoast tool. Like I'll click on the Get More Visits over there. I'll click on there and go over to their main site. And I'll search around in there for tutorials and stuff like that on their main site and read their blogs. Their blogs are informative and very helpful. So you've got WordPress plugins up there. You've got themes. They sell themes. They've got publications. They've got a home section. And, you can go through these and find out a lot of stuff to do with your website. You can learn about Google Analytics here, and it's and you can do that with anything. And if you go down the bottom here, you've got, about Yoast right down the bottom of the page there, Robbie. You flick through that too quick. You flick down to the bottom of the page, Robbie. Always go to the bottom of a page of a website and you'll find extra things down here that will help you. You've got website reviews, you've got conversion reviews, you've got about Yoast, and you can set up for an affiliate program if you want to sell their tools and get a bit of commission.
And you can subscribe to their channel.
And that's how you'll... Yeah, you can subscribe to their channel. And that's how you'll find out a lot more about different things that you're using. And I mean, if you're going to be using WordPress and you're going to be using a plugin and you like the plugin, you can write a review about the plugin. There's nothing more valuable to people out here on the internet than to have somebody like us, a beginner, a newbie, write a review about using something like a plugin from SEO, from these guys. Talk about the plugin, how easy it is to use, how to install on your page and stuff, and make sure you have your affiliate link. You click on affiliate program, join their affiliate program, get your affiliate link, and you can get banners and install banners into your blogs, and people see you earn 25% commission. It's a pretty good, it's a pretty good commission structure. So you write a review about their tool that you've used, their free tool, and you can put some banners in your blog post, and that's valuable information. You're helping other people, just like we're helping you, and somebody else has helped us. So they come across your blog, and you've ranked your blog with the tool. You've done the review. You've got your banners in there, and you never know. You may get lucky and pick up a couple of sales. It's not that hard to do, and that blog post you can then take take that blog post and share it on your Google Plus page, and you can share it on Facebook, and you can share it in Facebook groups and drive traffic to that blog post, which is monetized with a banner because you've joined their affiliate program and you've got their banners up, and you increase your chances of earning a little bit of extra cash. So the SFM isn't the only way that you can make money in this business. The SFM provides a lot of tools and training. But, when Stuart and Jay are talking about the SFM and the DEA program and stuff like that, they're not saying that that's the only thing that you can do to make money. There are a lot of things out there that you can become an affiliate of, like Aweber,
Yeah, and
you all have to have Aweber.
And the other thing is, on your blog site, you don't have to just have the SFM advertising banners down the side. You can put a SOE Yoast and a Aweber banner on there as well, so that you're promoting other tools that you use, not just SFM tools. Then when people come to your site,
exactly right,
they don't just see, oh, this is just another SFM person. They actually see other tools that are valuable and think, oh, that's cool. And they're more likely to like your site, not just think that you're forcing down their neck SFM, or DEA.
Yeah, so you're breaking up your site. It doesn't look like it's just one directional. Like, the main core of your business will be your SFM DEA products, but on your site, you can dress it up, and you can do blog posts about different tools that you're using. I mean, like I said, you all have to have an Aweber. If you're going to own your list, you all have to have an Aweber account. You can also be an affiliate of Aweber. They would have walked you through that in your startup modules, how to get, set yourself up as an affiliate of Aweber. So do yourselves a favor and get some Aweber banners up on your website. Do a blog about the autoresponder. Even if it's just a basic review on it, and you don't have to be an expert. Just a review from your point of view, whether it was easy to use, or whether it was tricky, or whether you've come across a little tip that may help somebody else. Do a review on Aweber. Put your damn Aweber, the Aweber banner in your blog that's got your affiliate link in it, and boom, there's that's monetizing your blog. That's what we say when we're talking about monetizing your website, and that's how easy it is. If you're going to be using this tool here, I'm an affiliate. I've got an affiliate link. Do a review on the tool. Put a banner in your blog. You're adding value. You're giving value to people. It doesn't matter that you're new. You already know 90% more than somebody who hasn't had the same opportunity as you. So by joining the SFM and just watching this webinar alone, don't think just because you're new you can't do a review on something like this. Of course you can. Join the affiliate program. Get your affiliate link, get your banner, do a review on it, and you can help somebody else. And in your blog, you don't have to sound like a technical wizard. You can say how new you are and say, you thought it was going to be all this coding stuff that you have never understood that looked like, chicken feed, when you first started on the internet. But this tool has eliminated all of that for me, and as a beginner it's fantastic. Just a simple blog like that, and you would be surprised how quickly you can build your follow base on your website of people who are interested in what you've got to say. And like I buy all my domain names from a place called Namecheap. I have an affiliate banner from Namecheap on some of my websites, and I make a bit of money from Namecheap.
Yeah.
Now, have I missed any questions?
And it also gives you something else to blog about.
Yeah, gives you subject headings.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you can write a blog about Aweber, you can write a blog about SOE Yoast, you can write a blog about other tools you use or other plugins you use, and that gives you more topics to blog about, just not marketing ideas or mindset ideas. It gives you more things to talk about in your blogs, and you can monetize it as well.
Value.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're adding value to people's lives. Okay, now how do you spell that, Sandra? How do I spell what, Karen? Are you
Hello,
talking
can you
about
hear me?
plugin?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, feedback. Can you hear me? No.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, there, Karen.
Sorry, I'll try again.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Sandra, you said that you had you're an affiliate for something. Just that last thing you were talking about, and I couldn't catch the name of it. You said you make a bit of money from them.
Yeah, Namecheap. I buy all my domain names from Namecheap.
Oh, so you're saying that's cheap, like CHEAP?
Yeah, CHEAP, Namecheap. That's where I get all my domain names from. I keep them all in the one account. I mean, they all have affiliate programs. GoDaddy has affiliate programs. HostGator have affiliate programs. It's just that I started out with Namecheap. I set up an affiliate link. This is way before the Digital Business Lounge, and since I'm an affiliate and I was making a little bit of money from the banners that I have splashed around the internet on Namecheap, I just run with it. So now every time I need a domain name, I just go with Namecheap and I buy it from there. But yeah, when friends talk to me about setting up websites and they ask me where to buy a domain name, I send them to my affiliate link at Namecheap. And so when they buy a domain name, I make a bit of cash off my friends. I don't brag about it or anything, but all these little bits of money, they go into my PayPal account, and then I use that for little bits of marketing and advertising that I do. So I inject it back into my business.
Yeah, and it's called multiple streams of income. So you're not just getting all your income from SFM.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very money-driven person. So if there's a way to monetize something that I have, I will monetize it. You would be astounded at some of the affiliate links I have. I have affiliate links for Harvey Norman. So when friends are talking to me that I know that they shop at Harvey Norman and they're talking about purchasing new stuff and everything, I I will ask them, what they're looking at, and I will quickly get an affiliate link to that product, and I will send them to my marketing website for that, and they will click on my affiliate link, and I'll say to them, why don't you buy online? You'll get a discount for buying online. It's a lot cheaper online. Even the delivery fee is cheaper online. And they go to that website, they buy from me, and the money goes into my PayPal account.
Sandra, hello. That's naughty.
Hello.
Do they? I think that's hilarious. Do they know that you're getting money from it?
No.
I'm sitting here nearly pissing my pants. Oh my
I
god.
do it with family members too. I got family members spread all around the country, and when I'm talking to them on the phone or whatever, and they're telling me, that they're up for buying a new, telly or whatever, and I know they shop at Harvey Norman, I'll say, oh look, why don't you go to this website? Saw some great bargains on there for that model TV that you're looking at. And I'll make sure that I've got the banners there and a little bit of a blog post and my affiliate link. And I know that they'll buy online, because a lot of the times they're working full time and stuff, so the last thing they want to be trying to do is like home a big screen TV. And that money, the commission I get, it goes into my PayPal account.
I was nearly going to do that with some friends with just Amazon, but they just buy books. And I was going to, and then I thought, I can't. I would have told them though, because that's who I am. I would have said, oh look, I've got an affiliate link, can you buy through that? And they would have said no.
Well, why?
Why would you tell them?
That's right, I'm better off not telling them, exactly.
It doesn't make any difference really, because they're buying, whether they buy through you or
Price,
someone else, it's the same price. So you might as well take a cut out of it.
No, I'm with you. I just think I've only just logged in and heard you say it, and I'm sleep deprived. I just found it quite funny.
I find it hilarious. I love it. I bumped into an ex-friend a few weeks ago in the streets. I mean, this chick has not spoken to me for years. I don't know what for. But she just. And she was talking to me, and she stopped and said hello and stuff, and I thought, oh well, this is it's gonna rain tonight, hail, storm, and everything. And she's chatting away, and I was just being polite, and she just mentioned that she was struggling to find what she'd been shopping all day, and nobody had it in, and they all said they'd have to order it, blah blah blah. And I said, I'll tell you what, I know exactly where you can get that product, and it can be delivered within 24 hours. And I sent it to my Harvey Norman bloody website. And I thought, yeah. And I checked my tracking, and I thought, yeah, I'm even getting my enemies to buy off me. That's good.
Oh my god. And you can kind of stalk them. You can see what everybody's buying. Do you see what they buy, or do you just see that somebody's bought it?
Yeah, no, I have tracking set up on my website. I've got full Google Analytics and everything. I know their behaviours, and I even know what time they push the button and buy it.
Oh my lord. My girlfriends love to shop. Like, I'm talking love. I am so doing this when I, have a spare minute.
Hey, you've got the Digital Business Lounge there. Yous are all members of the SFM, so you all have premium access to the Digital Business Lounge. So you can host as many websites there. You can have different themes. So, why not set up a website that sells, product?
I can just buy another domain.
Yeah,
Commission. Can I, Robbie? Another domain, Robbie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Commission Factory. Right, Commission Factory is where you go for Australia, Australians, and they're Australian companies who are joining Commission Factory, and that's where you can get affiliate links. You can sell bloody life insurance if you want, funeral plans, car insurance. Harvey Norman's a member of them. There are new Australian companies coming on board all the time. Lingerie, there's lingerie on there. You can buy sex position furniture. Right? Children's clothing, chocolates. there's all these different companies on there, and you just link up with them and get your affiliate link. I mean, it's a bit of a painful process. You know, and yes, you have to, you know, a commission factory will take a small cut because they host, you know, all of these companies for you to be able to get affiliate links. But, you know, if you're pulling in an extra $20, $30 a week that you can utilize for advertising your SFM business, is that not worth it?
Oh, 100%. It's just getting your head around it all, though. Like, because don't you have to set up a store and do, you know, and all that kind of stuff? You don't just
You
throw
only
a
need a
link in.
website. You only need a
Well,
website
I actually, sorry.
with a blog. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I mean,
it's,
you don't even have to be fancy about it, Neen. It does not have to be fancy. Trust me, the
No.
more fancy the website, the less chance you've got of selling anything.
Well,
The
I was-
crappier looking the website, the better.
the better. I was talking to Robbie today, actually, and before I started getting back into SFM, I bought this training, because, you know, I love a bit of training, and it's on website, and it's just for like niche products, and you just build a really easy website per product, and you get ranked and all that. And I don't know, I've got to figure out how to do it, but basically going through that. But it's just per product. It's not for a store.
I know where you're going with that. Yeah, I know exactly where you're going with that. I've come across that training, and I've been in on some of those webinars and stuff like that. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, I haven't gone to that extreme. I have a couple. I mean, I do admit I have several websites for different niches. But, you know, like for products like entertainment products like TVs, DVDs, fantasy books, music, PlayStation 4, Xbox, PlayStation 4 games and stuff like that. So I've lumped them under a subject heading of entertainment. That's one website, and, you know, I don't even have them displayed as, you know, as such as a shop. I basically just pick a product and do a blog about it and get my affiliate link and banner for it, and bang, I put it on the site. And if I'm using Commission Factory and I'm, you know, going for a store like Harvey Norman or whatever, I will only market that. A lot of the times those ones will be .com.au domains, and I will only market those to, you know, Australian people.
Yeah. Well, we should all do our shopping through you, Sandra.
Well, you were just mentioning that you have a lot of girlfriends who love to shop. It wouldn't happen to like to buy cosmetics, would they? Because if they like cosmetics, send them to my One Stop Hello shop. We have the best cosmetics in the world. They're great for sensitive skin, and they are definitely not tested on animals, so they're not hurting any little bunny by wearing my lipstick.
Now, as much as I would love to say yes, I would shop at your aloe vera shop, but I don't know whether my girlfriends would. Though they're your matte kind of girls, and your...
Also, they like putting dead bunnies on their face.
Oh, they wouldn't think about what... They don't really care.
Well, now, educate them and saying that you realise you're putting dead bunnies on your face. You want this natural product of aloe vera.
And that... No. One day, maybe, but yeah. I will. I'll get them into it. But if they hear enough about me on green living and environmental stuff that I just know they wouldn't go for it. But anyway.
So basically your girlfriends are saying that they support laboratory testing on animals. That's what they're saying.
Maybe in a backwards kind of way. Who knows?
Well, they
I
are.
don't think
you
so.
know, that's what they're
no,
saying.
I know. No.
They're saying,
I don't think they
support laboratory testing on animals. And I mean, I know I sound a bit harsh and put offish, but that's the way I talk. I talk about, you know, I talk like that to a lot of people. I'll sit in a bus stop and I'll talk to a stranger like that. I mean, yeah, I've had some people threaten to get up and, you know, and deck me, and I'll stand up and go, well, if you want to have a go, come on, I'm right here. But
say it how it is.
I just say it how it is. I'm like, oh yeah, so you support laboratory testing on animals then? Good for you. I don't. Like, I mean, I was standing in a shop today. I bought a cup of coffee and a ham and salad sandwich. And there was a lady standing beside me, and she bought one healthy thing, and then she grabbed a can of Diet Coke out of the fridge. I said, so you're going to eat that healthy piece of fruit, and then you're going to kill yourself with the chemical aspartame in your Diet Cola, are you?
And it's good.
And you should have seen the look she gave me, not to mention the girl behind the counter. And I said, what? I mean, how many people heard? That's fucked up poison. It'll give you cancer. Why eat an apple and then drink that?
Oh my God. Well, at least they're eating an apple. I have
The
just
apple ain't
sat
going to
here.
cancel out the chemicals in the Diet Coke.
Sam.
But, hey, no, I paid for my stuff, and I did notice that she walked over to the fridge and put the Diet Coke back and grabbed a bottle of water. So there you go. Saved a life.
You saved a life.
I saved a life.
Well,
I
for
wish
one
you would.
day,
I drank a beautiful big can of Coke today, so I'm going to die now. And I had a block of
As long
chocolate.
as it's not diet. As
Yeah,
long
it was
as
a real-
it's not diet. It's got to be the... And I mean, then I still wouldn't suggest you drink too much of the real thing, because they changed it from cane sugar to corn syrup, because cane sugar became too expensive. That sort of helped put our cane farmers out of business. But yeah, no, it's the diet stuff has the chemicals in it that create cancer, and it does. It kills you. It's bad for you. Poison you, kill you. Ugh, bang, cirrhosis of the liver, all sorts of stuff.
I better stop giggling because I've probably taken you right off track what you're talking about. Sorry, everybody. I'll mute myself.
Now, has anyone got any more questions about the SEO Yoast tool? Don't get bogged down in the advanced section of it. Just do set up your basics like Robbie walked through in the beginning, your webmaster tools and your Google Plus section and your sitemap, and then start using your tool to get your SEO good on your blog, so you can get them ranked.
yeah,
Sorry I missed it.
you can watch
No,
it in the
that's okay.
replay.
I will watch it because I haven't done all the stuff you said at the beginning. But you'll be happy, Sandra, that little tips you gave me. I got another green light tonight.
Awesome. Way to go, girl. Way to go. So you're getting your SEO out there. That's good.
Getting good.
But yeah, watch the recording, because Robbie does quickly show you what to do as far as your webmaster tools and stuff. And that's important, your XML sitemap and your webmaster tools. That's important for getting your site indexed. A lot of people, like, you can buy a domain name and you can set up a site.
Okay. Yep.
And
I've done the Alexa, yeah. I've done the Alexa, I haven't done the rest.
Yeah,
Well,
you need to do Bing and Google.
Click on those and it tells you how to do it. Just follow the instructions.
Oh, cool,
Yep.
okay. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And that's how you get your site indexed. Like I said, you can buy a domain name, you can set up a site, and you can start blogging on it. But until you install those codes via the hard way or via the easy way, which is the tool does for you, the easy way.
The easy way is that way.
Easy way is that way.
Yeah.
Hard way, we don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, I've played around. I've played around with that. I've got Google Master done the hard way, and I did something else the hard way, and then Sandra showed me this tool, and I thought, oh, that's way easier.
Easy as good.
But yeah.
Trust me, it's way easier.
A lot.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Because you have to fool around with your website editor if you want to do it the manual way. And fooling around with your website editor, unless you understand code, which pretty much looks like chicken scratch to most of it, it's just, yeah, painful.
Yeah.
But if that's all the questions you guys have tonight, we might think about wrapping it up, Robbie, because what is it, 9:30, 10, it's 11:30 for you and you're going to work tomorrow?
Yep. And yeah, that's probably enough for tonight anyway, isn't it? unless people want people have got anything they want to share or any questions they want to ask, even if it's unrelated to the SOE Yoast.
Any challenges you're having?
Finding time. Oh. No. You're correct, Kathleen. Sandra, Sydney is going to be great.
You there, Robbie?
Yep.
Yeah. G'day. I was wondering about what do they call the solo ads? What do they call the solo banners or
Solo ads.
that other option? Yeah. What exactly are they?
That's where you find someone that has a list, and they basically send an email out to that list saying, here's a product that you might want to try, or they write an email.
So it's not putting an ad on a website.
No, that's banner ads.
That's banner advertising.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you find those solo ads or whatever, or solo things?
Well, you can go and do a search for websites that may have your target market on them. The other option is the likes of ad swaps, although I wouldn't rate the leads you get out of ad swaps. And in the back office, they also have resources. Actually, if I just pull that up, I can show you.
As for recommendations, if you're looking for solo advertisers, talk to people like Greg and Fiona Scott. They may be able to give you some recommendations for some solo advertisers to go with. They have done a lot of that. They also done quite a few co-ops with that.
Yeah.
What's the cost like with that?
It depends on the advertiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have.
So all these guys are just sort of random advertisers that have built lists over the years that you pay money to advertise to.
Yeah. So you're going to have to write copy and stuff like that, and they'll overlook it, and they'll have a look at it. And if they don't like it, they'll ask you to change certain aspects of it because it'll have to be right for their list. I mean, hey, you can always send Stuart Ross a private email and see if you can pay him to get him to advertise.
Why not?
Why not? It's entrepreneurial, isn't it, guys? I mean, hey.
You can only say no.
Yeah.
You can only say no.
Well, it's going to benefit him anyway, any sales.
Yeah. he might be amused out of it. But yeah, there's
Look, hey, don't laugh because, I mean, all in there. When he had tonsillitis and he was sprouting on Facebook that he had tonsillitis and he was struggling to get over it, I actually found one of my blog posts about my aloe vera products, and I did a little bit of good copy and changed his stuff, and I sent him an email with a link that would take him straight through to my shop.
Yep.
Did he buy?
And I got a chuckle back from him.
Did he buy?
Did he buy
No, he didn't buy, but I did get a chuckle back from him.
Yeah. Well, and I think Stuart's done a video training on solo ads as well, which explains, if we go to training or archive training, is it?
Yeah, it's there, Robbie, but I have tried it. Solo ad is not good.
Solo ad's no good?
No good. I have tried it. Like, a few resources I have tried it. It's better to go for with other PPC and all these things because it is not for specific. Like they are using like.
Chris, here's a thought for you as well. Apart from solo advertising and banner advertising, Facebook advertising, Google AdWords, Bing, here's another thought, and it really worked well for Marie Santos. She searched around the internet, she found a fan page on Facebook, and these guys had a group, and she found that they had a website, and they had quite a big following, and it was in her niche, right? It was in her niche. And so she approached them on their website through their contact page, and she basically paid them. She worked out a fee with them. She paid them money to put up a guest blog on their site with banners to the, to her product, her SFM, and so she did like a blog on their site, and she paid them and she was a guest blogger. So there's that option as well. Don't forget that. That can be very powerful if you can find a website that has a blog and it has a huge following. Don't be afraid to approach them. I mean, hey, even if it's a blog that only has a couple thousand people following it, if you don't have anyone following your blog, well, that's a couple thousand more than you, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then some of those websites, when you look around, look at other people's websites, find groups on Facebook and see fan pages on Facebook, go visit their websites. Some of them will actually have a little tab up there that says that they have banner advertising on their website, and they'll give you prices of whereabouts, depending on whereabouts you put the banner as to what the price will be.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't discount that either. That there's another thing that you can look at besides just Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Stuart did a training on Are Solo Ads Dead? I haven't found it. It's in the back office here somewhere.
What did you say, Robbie?
Stuart did a
solo ads like
did a webinar on Are Solo Ads Dead? And he talked about different ways of finding solo ad providers, not through your common ones, like finding a website like Sandra was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Finding someone that's got a list of subscribers and approaching them and say, can I run a solo ad with you? They're not actually advertising that they do solo ads, but if you just approach them, you may get them to run a solo ad and you'll get good results out of it, because they're not constantly pushing out to their list advertisements, which a lot of the solo ad providers, that's all they do. They've built a list up and they're sending out offers all the time. So when your offer goes out, unless it's something that really stands out, you're not going to get the results from it.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. That does explain it.
And there's another thing you can try as well that you may want to have a look at. When I was very new and I was thinking about promoting the SFM, I have a favourite takeaway shop. It's run by an Asian couple, and they have their kids in there helping them out and stuff, and they do the best fish and chips and corn stuff and things. They're just wonderful, wonderful cooks, and I love them dearly. But their store is inside this big 24-hour service station, and there's also a chicken shop in there, and there's also a kebab shop in there, and there's the servo and the grocery store and stuff, and over in the takeaway area where the takeaway shops are, one night when I was sitting there, I noticed there was like it was sort of like a calendar sort of newsletter sort of thing. It was mainly made up of just ads, really, of the local businesses and different things, and some of them were coupons and stuff. Well, I actually contacted these people, and because they were very new, and these stores, these places were letting them, put their piles of magazines, sort of calendar type magazines, around for free, to give to customers and stuff for free. And their ads are really cheap, so I actually paid $10 and got an ad a little bit bigger than a business card, probably a business card and a half. put an ad for SFM, for training, for education, online education, and I just paid the $10 and ran it for the 2 weeks, and I actually got some leads out of that, surprisingly enough. I mean, I know you can't track it and it's not online, right? But I actually did get some leads on that. So, yeah, think outside the box, guys. I mean, the SFM, it's like anything else. I mean, it's like openeduniversities.com.au, you know. It's online training, online courses, online education in marketing and tools, you know, which will teach you how to, you know, how to market any business online. And I mean any business online. And it provides you with tools and supportive community. So, you know, don't discount outside advertising off the internet. You may find some very good sources. I mean, I do a fair bit of offline advertising with my my Allo business at different sports clubs and communities and you know, community events and stuff. I do quite a bit of offline advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, you know, some of it's very cheap and you can get some good results. So there's also that option as well, so don't discount that. I mean, you know, have a look at the ads in the careers section of the newspaper, yeah, whether it be Saturday or Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday, whenever the best careers section comes out in your local area, in the main paper. Have a look and check out and find out how much a lot of those ads are in the section under training, and, you know, whack yourself a training ad under there and see what happens.
And I've done in the past, go into supermarkets and they have, as you're walking out, a board where you can put ads like for rooms to let or furniture for sale. I put little cards on there for SFM and got some leads out of that. Didn't get any sales, but...
Robbie, what do you put there?
I just put a little card up saying, do you want to work from home? Check out this link, or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but
so
yeah.
They will charge you, supermarket will charge you something?
No, it's like,
no,
you know...
free. I don't think we have many of those over here anymore, Robbie. We used to have them, but a lot of our shopping centre managements have taken those down.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not allowed to actually put advertising as such on the few that are left. But, you know, business cards. I got some cheap business cards printed up for my SFM, you know, business side of things. And I carry those business cards with me in my handbag or bag or whatever. I've managed to get, you know, at the local tobacconist, you know, he set up a little business card holder, and, you know, he just sends me a message when the business cards have run out, and I go down and top them up. So I put business cards at the local tobacconist in the business card holder, and he puts them on the counter for me and doesn't charge me anything. When I go into places like the coffee club to buy a coffee, they have a big jar where businesses can put their business card in there. You know, I'll stick my business card in there. You know, anywhere I can do any networking or marketing. You know, sometimes I'll look in my local paper and I'll see what sort of, you know, business people are in my area in Brisbane who are holding free functions in function rooms at hotels, and they're trying to sell something, whether it be, you know, a course, you know, an SEO course or a, you know, marketing course or something like that, and I'll register and I'll go along and I'll take my business cards and I'll network with the other business people who are at these courses, because a lot of the times they're trying to charge these business people, you know, in excess of 10 grand for their courses that only run for 6 weeks. So I'll take some business cards and I'll network with other businesses, and I'll talk to them and discuss and ask them what they need and stuff. That's how I got started as a business consultant, going and setting up, you know, social media pages for local businesses and stuff, by doing that sort of stuff. And, you know, I charge $200 an hour when, you know, when these businesses, and, you know, I take a little iPad or whatever with me and show them what I, you know, my websites, and show them what I've done. And they go, well, you know, geez, that's really good. You know, could you come around to my business and do that for me? And how much do you charge? I go, I charge $200 an hour. And so then I go around to their business and I may be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, charge them $200 an hour, set up their social media page, get it working, you know, do that. There are many, many ways. And I mean, if you can connect and network with people on that level as a business person, have confidence in yourself, you know, it's not going to be that hard a leap for a small business person to think, well, man, I want to know what this person's doing and I want to get in on the action. And I talk about the SFM as being a business community for business people that supplies me with tools and support and training to keep my business moving forward and up to date in the marketing world of online business. So it's a business community. That's how I talk about it. I don't talk about it as a make money opportunity or a home business, because the minute you say home business, people, you detract from the value of what you have in your hands. Because Avon's a home business, people, and I'm pretty sure the SFM is worth a lot more respect than, you know, putting some Avon books at the front door.
Yeah.
So think about your business from a very respectable business level and, you know, be business about it, you know. Don't talk about it as being a home business. The minute you say home business and it's going to make you 10 grand a month, you're going to get people who scoff at you and go, yeah, right, whatever. That's what the Avon lady said to me when I met her 10 years ago too, and I still see her treadling around in the same old clothes and shoes. You know, I never use the word home business with the SFM. Never ever do I use the word home business with the SFM. I do not go there. I will not go there. As far as I'm concerned, it's much more valuable than that. It's a business community of business-minded people who are who provide support to each other, that network with each other, and we're, you know, and the SFM gives us business tools to keep us moving forward with our businesses and staying up to date with the current trends in the marketplace online.
Yeah, that seems to be where I've had my better results with leads and stuff is so I've got two Facebook pages. One's Chris and Courtney Dallinger, which is obviously husband and wife team. The other one's online training for internet marketing solutions. And like you said there, Sandra, that angle of just really honing in on, you know, this is an education, you know, platform, all online, learn to market anything at all, not just get involved with the SFM on an affiliate level. And yeah, but Greg and Fiona Scott, they are saying I should use the Chris and Courtney Dallinger page, whereas I'm sort of now leaning back towards that online marketing page with Facebook.
So what was the second one?
What are your thoughts there? It's called online, what's it called? Online Training for Internet Marketing Solutions is the name of the other page, and it's just a sort of generic page.
Better results, yeah, if you're getting better results from that page, I would run with that page. And if you've got a website set up with the same name, yeah, if you've got a website.
I don't actually. I just thought of that today, thinking, oh, geez, if I'm going to do that, I probably do need a website that sort of is congruent with all that.
Yeah, well, if you can get a domain name that's very similar to that Facebook page and then set up a G+ page into the bargain, you'd be sweet. But, you know, I mean, it's entirely up to you. But, yeah, it doesn't matter whether you name your page after yourself and you're branding yourself as a business person, you know, as an authority online. Try not to use the word home business, guys, unless your niche market is that niche market. But that's a very saturated niche market. I mean, that's what I can sell my aloe vera business as. That's how I do sell it. It's a home business. It's free to join. My home business is free to join. So I get team members coming through into my home business on a regular basis because they don't have to pay me jack to join. And I train them how to build an aloe vera business of their own and sell aloe vera products in their community. You know, but even then I don't really push it as a home business. When people come to me and they say, you know, oh, look, and they buy a product and they go, I really love these products, it's great. Yeah, they're a little bit pricey, but they're great. And I'm like, yeah, well, if you look at the top-end products that you're buying in at Myers and David Jones, mine are cheaper than that, and yet mine are a higher quality than that. These are the products that you'll get in beauty salons and health spas. That's the level of product that you're getting at this price. And and I talk to them. I go, well, look, there is a way you can become a loyal shopper and save up to 45% on all your products that you purchase. And boom, right there and then. Really? Can I? How do I do that? Easy. They go to the website, they join, and then I teach them how to do it. Because the minute they join, they can get up to a 45% discount on the products that they're purchasing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would. I don't push the SFM as a home business. I have had a little bit of experience with quite a few members who have come through. Some of them, it didn't work out too well for them because they came through on home business blog sort of type things and advertising from SFM members, and and we had because they were thinking of it as a home business, it didn't end well, put it that way, and they ended up leaving with quite a bad taste in their mouth. It did not end well.
Yeah, they come in and they expect to be earning lots of money fast, and it doesn't happen. And that's why the new training. That's why the new training system has gone away more away from that. It's gone more to education, and we're getting a lot more quality people coming through.
Quality people who understand, people who really do want to learn how to market anything online, how to build and market any business online. Yeah. And that's why we don't call them the boot camps anymore. We call them the video series, 7-day video series. Video
training series, yeah.
But on that note, Robbie, I'm losing my voice, and I really
Sorry,
wanna,
one last question, guys.
Yep.
So you wouldn't recommend just using that online marketing training Facebook site and directing it to chrisandcourtneydallinger.com. It sort of loses track there, doesn't it?
Well,
you're suggesting set up a separate website.
Well, I'm suggesting set up a separate website with a very similar name. I mean, if you can get that name as a .com name, and that way you can split test them. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true.
So that way you're running two of them, and you can have the sites look a bit different. You can have the blogs. You can offer different types of value in your blogs that way, and you can see which ones work best for which niche.
Yep.
Yeah.
So your personal page may work better for on a more personal niche level of people who are of the same mindset as you and your wife. Yet your business page, your other one, internet, your solutions page, it may appeal. It may appeal to businesses, small business people.
Yes, well, it would. Absolutely, it would.
Yeah.
That's exactly who I am. That's why I got into it. Yeah.
So
there's two different niches. So
your target market is small businesses like yourself. You can relate to them. That's why you can market to them, and that's why people will relate to you and are more likely to buy off that site.
Yep.
So go with it.
On that site, you may even be able to lead people into consulting as well. You may be able to set yourself up as a business consultant. You may be able to pick up a bit of work, charge yourself out at $200 an hour, $300 an hour, whatever you want to charge yourself out at.
Yeah. Okay.
Because often small businesses don't want to do that sort of stuff. They prefer to pay someone to do it because they have got no idea.
Oh, they're time poor. That's exactly me. Yeah.
They are very time poor, yeah. Small business people generally work in their own business, and they have families at home, they have friends, and they are very time poor because they are usually putting in 7 days a week, because their business doesn't even, their work doesn't finish just when they close the doors of their business. They're generally taking home the books and the accounting and stuff like that and trying to do all of that at home and have late nights and
staff issues. Oh yeah, yep.
Staff issues. So they're very time poor people. So that's a good niche to get into for consulting.
Yeah, and if you can provide a service that actually produces results for them and they can see the results and the money coming in from what you're doing, they're going to be happy to pay it.
Mm.
Well, even they don't even need money to come in from some of the results with some of these small business people. Some of the work that I've done for them is basically just to free up their time, because they've set up a Facebook fan page and they weren't quite sure or savvy on how to do it. They just went ahead and did what people were telling them to do, and then it started just becoming a big time suck. So some of these small businesses I've gone in, I've sat in there for 4 hours, fixed up their Facebook business page, put some tabs on their Facebook page, did a bit of banner, because I can do it, I can do pretty good banners with PowerPoint and, a few free online tools. Set up a better banner for them and, set up a better story for them and started to put some good quality posts on there, constructed some good quality posts and stuff, and then linked them up to Hootsuite. Well, I have an affiliate link for Hootsuite. So while I'm there in those 4 hours, I get them to sit down with me for half an hour. I hook them up to Hootsuite because it's a scheduling tool, show them how to use it, and that saves them a shitload of time with the Facebook page. They don't even have to look at the Facebook page while they're at work because they set up their Hootsuite tool. And it just automatically posts to their business page. And they have alerts if somebody, sends them a message or something on their Facebook fan page. And, that's not really making them any money. That's just saving them, hours, anywhere from an hour to 4 hours a day, fiddling around with a page that they don't understand. So there are simple things like that you can do, and I mean, $200 an hour, 4 hours, you do the math. Not a bad takeaway for 4 hours of my time.
Yep.
I mean, I do supply a little bit of after support, so, there is a group that they can go to and they can contact me in that group if they, need a little bit of after service support. And I also have, I've set up a training, sort of training DVDs and stuff like that. Well, they're not DVDs, they're USB sticks. I've put training PDF downloads and videos and stuff on different USB sticks and stuff, and I give them that package as well so that they can do their own training after that, after I've left. And then what I get out of that is I get referrals to other businesses. And good referrals at that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So if we've got no more questions, we'll call that a night, eh?
Yes.
Thanks, Robbie. Sorry to keep you up a bit later there.
That's no worries. We'll catch us all next week.